Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Dear Aaron, let me start by saying I really like your content. I'm a 27-year-old male from Greece with an educational background in classics and linguistics, BA and MA. So completely worthless. Acquired by attending 3 different universities in Europe, list the countries there, while simultaneously working part-time as a language tutor, translator, and librarian. My knowledge of foreign languages, English, German, French, Spanish, Italian, Turkish, Russian, Arabic, Japanese, holy shit, and Swedish, along with my knowledge of all global distribution systems, tourism-related software, are the only assets on my CV that stand out. I'd say that many language, yeah, the linguistics, well, you pissed away a lot of time there. Upon completing my recastas around Europe and having realized what a scam most academic institutions are, I left Germany, a socialist shithole, came back to Greece. What, a communist shithole? You went from a socialist shithole to a rank communist shithole and began working for an international online travel agency. I have no debt, do not have to pay for rent or food. How old are you? You're 27. You're in pretty good shape. As I'm cohabitating with my parents and I have 30,000 euro in savings, another 6,000 euro in investments, an amount accumulated through minimalism and frugality. I have been doing quite well at work and was offered a position as a fraud analyst, which translates to a raised 1,000 euro starting salary, up from 800 euro per month. Numerically meager, but rather substantial in Greek context, and an opportunity for further growth, as I'll be learning Python for machine learning purposes and maybe Chinese. What the hell, throw in one more language. The problem, though, is that this job includes night shifts. Oh, no. You gotta work at night? 1 week every month from home. Oh, and it's from home, too. Oh, my God. You better go work in the coal mines. Fuck that shit, right? This is a no-no for me due to the fact I place health and fitness on the top of my priority list. I am afraid, however, that I'll be missing out on a great opportunity if I do not take the offer. Yes, your tan is much more important than your long-term career. The Greek in you comes out after all. What? Work? Oh, there's some vino and sun to give you. I do realize that I cannot have everything, but I have been involved with fitness for over 15 years, and as I'm new to the whole full-time job office career thing, I find it hard to take the leap and sacrifice something so familiar for something novel and unknown. Are you sure you don't like socialist shitholes? Because you sure sound like a socialist where it's like, wait a minute, I have to work? What? I would really love to hear your perspective on this. Disclaimer, I'm not planning on leaving Greece anytime in the near future. My family, friends, and the weather and the lifestyle and vitamin D just don't allow me to do so. I would highly appreciate a mail response to my query. Please, what did you want? What did you pay? You paid 41 for a video response. Everyone says they want email and then they pay for video. Yeah, you're being pampered. Now, you are supporting, well, you're not supporting yourself, you're living with your parents. But you have, through frugality and minimalism, saved up a lot of money, and with what would otherwise be a severe handicap and a crippling, worthless degree, your hustle, learning all those languages, your, I don't know, business entrepreneurship, your ability, not building a business, but your ability to get employed by a business. Now you got yourself a job offer. And this is the real world basically knocking at your door. This is the adult world. Now, I'm not against you necessarily going out and doing reconnaissance and traveling and having fun and chasing girls again, but someday, one of these days, you're not going to be able to live at home with your parents. You're not going to be, you're going to, I don't want to say settle down, but you are going to need some kind of skill. If you were to remain a minimalist your entire life and commit to that fact, and on top of it, be able to do so without living at home with your parents, then the benefit of being a true minimalist is that you get to do whatever the hell you want. You could bang on your drums all day. And so you could be a translator, you could teach English overseas, you could teach Japanese in Sweden, you could teach a lot of languages. You could certainly do that. So you could go ahead and do that. But if you're gonna, oh man, I gotta work on my tan and my nice hair, and Dad, I gotta live at home. Yeah, nah, you better get this freaking job. The other thing with this job is you might as well try it now to see what the real world looks like. You've done very well enjoying life and traveling and vagabonding, which is what I'd encourage you to do. But you should at least dip your toe into the real world. And by real world, I don't even mean this job. I mean this job and getting used to the fact you don't always get what you want. You will have to make a sacrifice. Because down the road, I mean, there's only 16 hours a waking day if you get 8 hours sleep at night. Down the road, it's all going to be sacrifices, compromises, trade-offs. I want to have kids. Well, you better have a real job to raise those darn kids. Now you have to go find a wife. Oh, I got to find a wife. Now I got to go to the nightclubs, or I got to go do whatever they do in Greece to get women. I don't know. And that's going to take time and effort. I can't study Chinese when I have to raise my 16 children that I had. I'm the house husband because my wife is this wonderful doctor, surgeon, astronaut, pilot engineer. And she makes all the money, and then I work from home on my language thing, but I raise our 16 children. And you're not going to be going to the gym, and you're not going to be suntanning, and no, your parents are not going to let you live with them with 16 children. Although in Europe, I guess that's the thing to do now. In other words, with help from your parents, you are in a artificial environment, a quasi-artificial environment, where you can, oh, hey, I have to work on my tan and my health. I don't want to work nights 1 week a month from home. You're spoiled. You're spoiled in that regard. So I would get used to this, right? You don't have to commit to this for the next 5 to 10 years. But you've been living, I wouldn't say a lie. That's not, because you have sacrificed in the minimalism. But you've been doing so at minimum at the subsidy of your parents allowing you to live at home. All right? That's not you being a supporting self-supporting man. So take this job for any other reason to see what the real world is like. Okay? You could go back to playboying on the internet. I'm not going to blame you at all. Go right ahead. Go ahead and do that. But I would take this opportunity to make this money, see what the real world is like, see what it's like to work in an office, see what it's like to sacrifice, see what it's like to trade off and compromise. Right? Your health is not going to go to pot if you got to stay in for a week, maybe working nights. All right? Don't tell me that. Oh, you only have 3.3 weeks per month left to go lie on the beach in Kronos or wherever it is that you are over in Greece. So I think this would be good for you. New to this whole full-time office, yeah. I find it hard to take the leap and sacrifice something so say. Yeah, I mean, you can always go back to being the vagabond. I think it's time for you to become an adult. If for any other reason, a trial run. That's what I'd recommend. So, otherwise, dude, yeah, totally with the minimalism thing, totally with your entrepreneurship thing. You should be able to do something with those languages. I mean, the dream would be you just do something online with your language skills. And then you go lie on a beach and, oh, I'm tired of the Greek beach. I must work on my tan in Thailand. You go tan over there. You could write a book, Tanning Across the Globe. Great beaches on which to tan. For Greeks only. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Check out the books, all the links and the things and the podcast and the YouTubes and the RSA. Everything's down below in the video description. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.